It's a new book. Just another book. You get into an isolated car standing in a big, empty, multi-story car park where you find someone's lost keys. Stuff them, you think, and don't say so out loud because what would people think of you? Then you'd be done for. The carpet would unravel. Bring me the tears of all the people in the A&E right now at this moment, you think. I'll drink them into appreciation. 1,000 hands in rubber gloves patting themselves on the back. You don't know nothing about hospitals. You reside in a little old house of the living. You don't even have the luxury of pointing to the walls about you and saying, see, look at how bad it's become. Your big white uniform. Has anyone had the experience of reading out loud something that they've written and just thinking, you know, what a waste of fucking time?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't get it often. But I'm a twat, so that makes sense. Yeah. Can I, I'm sorry if I'm depressing anyone, can I offer you a pill? Would anyone like a pill? No?
Yeah, that would be good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Cheers. Give it a minute. Takes a minute to kick in. That's better. Your big white uniform has stripes that lay across you like a sheet. That's just the light you realize. You've lost not much weight. Sorry. That's just the light you realize. You've lost not much weight. The goodness in your body astonishes you. It's like you've been born late. You would spit on your own face now if you could. You try and laugh and are surprised by your own amusement. You find your way home. Only your room is the same. Lucky your mother or father is around to have taken care of the details. You can't just leave a room unrented. Now home is with them, back as you were when you were a child. They don't chide you though. You don't feel like you've gone back in time. Lucky they live quite close to where you lived and you no longer live. You never thought of that before. You think very hard about grabbing this steering wheel as they drive you home, but distance is relative, like time. You shake your head clear of this thought and you notice they notice, and it's awkward. And you also find this funny and smile. It says fine, so that was a typo that was missed. Find this funny and smile, which makes them seem even more discomforted. You do say to them, it's not your fault, even more awkward. From time to time, I think it got to me, you know, because there's 8 readers and 21 people. After a while, you know, 10 years, you keep cracking away, writing books. You can't help but think, you're wasting your fucking time. I mean, this book is through an Amazon corporate publisher, and the publishers aren't even here. No one's going to read this fucking book. It took me like 4 months to edit it, let alone how long it took me to write it, so why even do I bother? And before I can't offer anyone a pill, I want a pill. They really work. No? Alright. Or more for me. Oh, feeling better. Yeah. From time to time in the old house, beneath a thick layer of amnesia, you can certainly sense something. An echo, distant, muted, but of what? Precisely. It's impossible to say. Like finding yourself on the edge of a magnetic field and having no equipment in which to pick up its radiations. Immaturity is a very drastic idea, you think. If you yourself are not for your own maturity, then who else can be expected to be? No wonder. There was a time when the atmosphere of your life was thickening with hundreds of other altercations and ideas until the air choked with fog. You had no time then to follow any of these proliferating controversies in your mind, and your memory is the secret that forced you to live in a past that might as well be someone else's. You were thinking about the intellectual game of other people in your mind. I hate to when people shout at readings. Sorry. In your mind, you were going for the largest game, creating a sensation, stating the arguments against yourself in the most relentless way, engaging the interest of an entire life. You can't believe they were so committed to you. It would be better to know hospitals than this house, you think. One morning eating shreddies, they wouldn't scan your brain, and now they wouldn't hospitalize you. No rest for the wicked. And you can't section you because you do not have that problem, and you feel ashamed because it both would be easier and much, much not easier. For just one night, it would just be a bit easier. Do you A, be just brave enough to say, turn forward 5 pages, start working, or B, be just scared enough to not go, turn to the next page, read the following 5 pages, then flip back and return to this page. Repeat the process.